Hey everyone, it's Chris from Get in the Van. I hope you been enjoying the video so far. We're going to start another one today. It's been a little while. Today we're going to do an unboxing video. I got my VanTech roof rails from Illuminous, and we're going to try to put that project together today. It's a nice day here in Western New York. I want to thank our new sponsor, Outdoorsy Dad 77 on Instagram. He's making our sweet merch, and he's got a new cricket machine, so if you need something made, just shoot him a message. I'm sure he'd be able to get you some sweet gear. Anyway, we'll get this done today, hopefully, and if there's time, maybe get into another project. Thanks for watching. All right, I unboxed the Illuminous VanTech rails. I didn't actually show the video of them coming out of the box because it was too hard to handle the camera and take these rails out. As you can see, they come in 3 sizes. You got the A, B, and C that run down the side of the van. It came with a packet of hardware and some foam gasket tape. I'm gonna add some BUTYL tape underneath once the holes in the roof are opened up. And of course I got my heat gun. Hey everyone, it's Chris with Get in the Van. I'm on top of the van now. I'm gonna show you where these OEM plugs are on the roof. You can see them right there. We're gonna use a heat gun to melt and soften that paint and the sealer that's holding them in there, and then we'll use a little putty knife to pluck them out of there. I'll show you. All right, so that's cooling down in the background. Let's see if we got enough here to, yeah, there we go, look at that. And here's that plug that I was about to pull out, but I had to go get some pliers for. So I thought I'd come inside, use a little rubber mallet here, whack that up a little bit more, if I can hit it. Jesus Christ. Anyway, there's some sunlight, so we know we're through. And it was all right, so I got the driver's side done, at least the part with the heat gun. I got to go back inside and pop out the ones that didn't come out easily. Some of them popped or pulled right out with the channel locks. So a lot of them pulled out with the channel locks. Some of them just melted through, and I just pushed them in. You can just pull them from the inside. And I switched over to using a plastic trim removal tool just to not mar the paint up top. But for the most part, it's a pretty easy job. You definitely don't need to have your heat gun set very high. I lowered the temperature to like the 400-degree temperature. And you probably could do the job with a hair dryer. I just don't have one because I don't blow dry my hair. All right, so I'm on top of the van. I got the holes all cleaned out and some BUTYL tape put in each spot. I just poked a little hole to see where the factory openings were. I'm gonna start by putting this kind of foamy gasket on top of the rails. There's 3 sections of it for each section of rail. Again, thanks to our new sponsor, Outdoorsy Daddy. Wait, that's not right. Outdoorsy Dad 77 for all the sweet merch. If you need to get in touch with them, send them a DM or whatever people do on Instagram. That's where you can find them. I want to say hi to my lovely wife, Laura, and my son Dominic out in Park City. This is what Daddy's doing in New York while he's back here working. I used some acetone to clean up the excess adhesive that were under those factory plugs. Seemed to do a pretty good job. to name this video "Watch Chris Go Up and Down on a Ladder, Moving Around," because that seems like what I've been doing most of the time. Oh, this is riveting video. Maybe I'll scratch the van by accident. That'll freaking send me off the wall and probably make it a little more entertaining. I think once I get this one on, we'll probably spare you guys from having to watch me do the other two sections here. I'm still on the driver's side, haven't finished this thing yet. Supposed to get these all connected before you screw them in. I guess it's easier to do it that way. The kit comes with these little clips. Just slide them in. Just like that, super easy with it. Section B here, in there, sweet. All right, guess we're going down the ladder for a second. All right, so I got the driver's side rail down. I haven't tightened down the screws or anything on the inside yet, but I just wanted to stop once I got everything aligned and vent a little bit. It's probably all my fault because I didn't align it completely 100% before I took out all the plugs. But from what I can tell, you do not have to take out the very back OEM plug because the VanTech rails do not reach back that far. But for some reason they overlap the very front OEM plug by almost the same exact distance, about 7 inches or so. And if just everything was realigned as far as the holes that VanTech puts in the rail and just slid back 7 inches, it would reach the very back OEM plug. So I'm not sure why they do that. If anybody who's watching this video knows why, I'd appreciate an answer. But anyway, for now, I know not to do that on the passenger side. And hopefully what I can do is just get a passenger side plug out cleanly, get it fixed down there with some BUTYL tape, get it in there good, and just maybe use some truck bed liner or something to paint over it, to seal it, and kind of fix that little mistake. But yeah, it would be nice if in the instructions it said not to do it. I think they have, the VanTech rails do have a pre-threaded hole at the very end here and at the very end in the back, which they say you can optionally drill into your van and make another hole to screw it down, but I'm not going to worry about doing that. I think there's plenty of anchor points here for it, but it seems like, I mean, they know what the Sprinter van looks like. They know the spacing for the majority of the holes, so why they couldn't just have you know, maybe shifted everything down a little bit more, who knows. I'm sure they got a good reason for it. But I'm going to go on the inside, screw down, and finish the driver's side, and then we'll get over to the passenger side. All right, thanks. All right, we're inside the van. You can see where the screws came in. I got a few of them already tightened down with the different washers, lock washer there, the nut. The instructions, which obviously I've already found fault with and have a problem with, they say you should use like a 3/16 or 5/16. It's kind of blurred out. for the bolt, but it's a little off. It should be a 10 millimeter. I don't know why I'm just showing you that screw. I got nothing else to show you, I guess. But anyway, here's all the screws, and here's my awesome extra hole that I gotta fill in on the very back. But yeah, the proper size for the bolt is 10 millimeters. I'll get those all tightened down. And I did, before I tightened them down, put up the passenger side rails on the roof just to make sure I didn't mess anything up as far as alignment, or maybe you can alternate how those A, B, and C rails go on, but they don't go on any different. So yeah, it's just some kind of flaw in the design, but ultimately my fault because I should have checked on that alignment before I got that last plug out. But anyway, I guess that's not my first mistake, and it probably won't be my last. So I'll see you guys. Just the cleaned out hole. Obviously the center is not cleaned out, but the screw will push that out. So I got it cleaned with the acetone. And now I have the piece of butyl tape. I'm gonna lay that on there. This is what I've been doing to them all. Get that thing laid on there. Then I take this little punch and just make a dent for the hole. Clean that up a little bit, make it not look so crappy. It probably is the crappiest one. But anyway, here's some of the other nicer ones that I've done already on the passenger side. And I will continue all the way down, except of course for that last plug that I did not remove. I got some clean ones out so I can replace the one that I did. How's it going? Back up on the roof. I got the rails tightened down, and I'm in the process of plugging that OEM plug that I pulled out earlier. It's back in there. You can see it. There it is. I cleaned everything up really well, got it in there with some Gorilla Glue around the rim, let that dry, and then I just sprayed some of what I think will be my go-to material, Rust-Oleum truck bed liner. That's what is drying right now. I'll do a second coat of that, but I think I got a good seal. We'll do the water test later on once that dries and see if I did a good job getting this thing installed without any leaks. And we'll talk to you later. Once again, I want to thank my boy Brendan over at Outdoorsy Dad 77. I'm sure they're going to have a website soon, so eventually he'll probably add a .com to that. But he's got a new Cricut machine, and he's cranking out merch left and right. So if you want a sweet Get in the Van t-shirt, sticker, anything like that, just leave a message in the comments below, and I'll get that out to you. But again, Brendan, Outdoorsy Dad 77. Thanks a lot, guys. Hey, Bubba.